Good evening. Welcome to Derail Valley Simulator. I'm Digger, and last night was a fiasco, and we're continuing on. After the storms went through, I got back online on my game and was pleasantly surprised to find out that my derailed train had autosave before it derailed. So I was spared. Um, and I moved it up the track a ways, and I ran out of time, and there was another storm coming, getting ready to come through, so I stopped it and camped here. And I don't know where I'm at. I know where I'm going, and I know we'll get there soon. Anyway, that's the story. I come to find out my battery backup last night that failed twice needs batteries. It worked fine today, but these batteries are 5 years old, and they're due. They're due for replacement. I found a couple at a fair price, so I've got them ordered, and they're on the way. So that'll at least give me a chance to get out of live streaming and shut my PC down. That's what they're intended for, anyway. That's the first time they've ever failed. But when I looked on my the front of the screen last night on the UPS, it showed a crossed out battery. That means battery failure. Today I tested it and it worked fine. But they're not dependable now, so got nothing blinking and you're yelling in my face, and I found out that to silence this thing, it's got a silence button on it. I did not know that. I'll probably never ever use a slug ever again. That's just the way it is. Whoa, there we go. Get them amps. Uh-oh, something ain't happening. Something's not right. I'm gonna derail again. Now what? I spoke too soon, evidently. Amperage. I know we're uphill. We're going uphill right now, so. We'll just turn you off for now. Off you go. More like it. Now, I put in my notes that I fired myself last night, but I rehired myself. But for how long? I just about fired myself again. looks to me like an ore deposit right there. Excuse me. There's gold in them dar hills. So we're going to drop and haul up here at the military base. I'm not going to shunt either. I had plenty of time last night. I had 2 full hours and it went easy now. And it was wasted with a stupid storm. And we got 3.5 inches of rain out of that deal. No, I'm not going to my basement. I already know what it looks like. I got a camera down there. I haven't even looked at it today. I think we're beyond 30. I actually don't know what speed zone we're in right now. I'm discombobulated from last night still. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good spec. Let's get it going. Man. I haven't attempted to pay the fees from last night yet, but I should be okay since the game saved before I derailed. We'll find out when I go to pay the fees next time. I think this is a new zone here. I don't remember a 50 sign up here before. I usually had an increase in speed, not decrease, and that's 40. It said 50 back there, I think. Who knows? I get left this time. I'm not in the mood to derail tonight, because that put me in a bad mood. And I brought it on myself. I was at the point where I didn't care, and I didn't slow down for the switch. Come to find out, I had derailed and didn't know it. This warning buzzer in there told me something was wrong, and I fixed one derailed car, but evidently I had another one still derailed, and I continued to move on, and it just crumpled up and went over the edge. thinking about, and probably will, parking this baby, DH4, and putting the DE2 back to back with this other DE2 here. Of course, I'd move that DE2 behind this. I think it would look better that way. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Uh-oh, we are going way too fast. Gabbing and not paying attention. Okay, let's keep it going. I think that's partially what got me in trouble last night. Set the time. That's all right. D6 sitting over there. It's unusual. They must have a heavy load over there. Usually that's the only time they spawn is when there's a heavy load to haul. Yeah, we're going to drop and haul up here. Drop, no shunting. We're going to take off. Slow down anytime. I think I've already got these snagged. Two of them, two identicals, 57 tons each, 52,000 each. But we're going to head straight to the oil refinery. I've already got a load secured over there. Can't see for sure, but I think we should be safely on. Here's our sign. Here's your sign. go get paid before we move. Plenty of room. We ain't gonna get no bonuses on this, guarantee you. So half of it got spilled on the side of the track, but reclaimed due to an autosave. Well, I take that back. No, that's 95. Yeah, that's right. That was for the choppers, I think. Choppers, the missiles one. 95,000. Oops. What? I just put it in my inventory. I don't know if it went in there or not. 60,000. 80,000. 75.2 mil. Off to a good start. Or finish, I should say, because it was a terrible start last night. 2 drop-offs on a 3-car haul. I cannot believe that. Let's get out of here. We gotta go to the oil refinery. So I'm gonna back this load out, pick up these 2 loads here. I'm gonna try to. Let's see here. And then back them out and then go on down through the food factory. I hardly ever go that direction. It's been a long time since I have. I used to go there quite a bit. Then we'll hit the trouble. What did I used to call them? Trouble curve or something like that. Oh, that's this here. That's this here. This is not it here. You know what? I'm not sure I can get in there from this direction. I better kind of go over there and look. I don't know if that's a delta turn. Well, let's see. Where would be my closest bet? Let's go to the oil refinery and walk the track. Okay, golly, that'd be a mess. Let's see. I may get in trouble here. I may end up in water. There's plenty of it. I'm pretty close. And there's the other track there, so we're close to it. I just can't remember. That's just the way my memory is. You know, I've gone through that thing a bunch of times, but I can't remember. Where are we? Right there, it's Delta. Yep. Okay, we're good. We can do that. It don't show very good here. I wish there was a zoom feature. Oops. Yeah. Give me back the land. Okay, what you gotta do, I don't care how you does it. Your load disappeared already. How do you like that? I'm kind of glad another one didn't spawn because I'm not planning on it. And while we're here, we'll just as well go ahead and switch this thing. Stereo. Let's see here. I don't going to have to push that one down the track a little bit, I think. Push it out the other end and then come back and get this one. I had intended on doing all this last night. Things did not work out. Next time when a storm coming in, I'm not even gonna attempt it. I thought I'd waited long enough, but evidently I didn't. I had power go out several days ago. Bright sunny day. So you never know. There was a little bit of a wind issue that day, but so I'm guessing a limb or something fell on a line somewhere. Our linemen do a great job getting things back to working. Who else? I certainly wouldn't want to be out there 20 below zero with a howling wind, freezing rain, looking for down power lines, and then having to climb icy poles and repair them. Nah. I was an electrician most of my adult life, but I never did that kind of work. I was inside working on machines and stuff. But they do make good money. And they deserve it. Come on, slow it on down. Get another notch. That ought to do it. Okay, keep pushing on. Roll with the changes, keep pushing on. That's a back end. I wonder if I can put one of them signs on the top of this thing. It says "Home Sweet Home." I'm gonna buy one and see if I can do that, or even on the sides, or in the middle, somewhere. I don't know if I can put it here because that's a port-through surface. Okay, now this is downhill. I ought to be able to just coast this one, but let's get a little quicker start. How far away are you? Okay, you got to go through food factory. Oh, you got a long way to go. You got to go through trouble curves. Man, I haven't gone this way in forever. It's been a long time since I've done this. I know that's a one-way turn, the one we're getting ready to go through. This is a windy, curvy situation down through here. I derailed a train down there on that bridge once. It was an unintentional. I can't remember the exact circumstances, but I started up here and my brakes failed or something, and it just coasted all the way back down there. Got up a good headwind, good speed, and better keep it down to 40 on this. It was beautiful. I wish I'd been recording it, but I wasn't. I was testing something. 50. Okay. I don't believe that. That's a hairpin curve down through there. 50. This may be the first time I've gone on this track since the update. I think they've added a couple of speed signs. There's the 40, and these curves down here are 30. It says 40. Minus 2.5. I know there's another 30 curve down through there somewhere. Better get it slowed down because I don't believe that sign. I thought this was a 30 right here. Well, we're going 35. We'll soon find out. I don't feel like doing that again. But at least we won't blow up. It's all classified material we're all on. There's 30. know there were two 30 curves coming up through here. You could easily go off of that one. For sure. Maybe this is the other one here. Right here in this corner. Yeah, this has to be the other one. There's none other. I don't know why they don't have a speed sign going in this direction. What do you got to say? 30. Didn't have one coming from the other direction though. Okay, release the hounds. Let them howl. Up to a point. This gets pretty good speed going if you don't break it. I can't remember what I was doing when that happened. It could have been on purpose. It was a nice fiery crash, derailed. I haven't even got no fuel going to it. We're already at 46 and building. 48, 50, and 60's the speed, so we better do something about it. I think by the time I hit the other side of this bridge, it was like 70, 75, 70, somewhere in there. This is, well, I want to build me a cabin right up there just beyond the ridge, just out of the side of the tracks, so I can still see the water. I had the spot all picked out. Factory. Haven't been there for a long time either. They're probably running out of supplies. Chug-a-lug, good-lug. Yep, we can go right off the end of this one. We don't have any options here. I'm recalling the track in my mind now. I can kind of remember this now. Frog Pond. Got a 30 coming. Slutter, we're going uphill now, but we'll be going downhill pretty soon. We're gonna have to get through this. Come on, give me a little power. Come on, y'all. Wake up, guys. Power on demand. minus 2.3. That's downhill if I ever knew it, ever seen it. Uh-oh, break it. Well, we got 30 speed right here. We gotta go all the way down around the corner, curve. Minus 1.3. Long way to go, short time to get there. Watch old Bandit run. That was a good movie. Good music. These are 30 switches down here at Trouble Curve. I've derailed there many times. Not my fault. That one curve, if you're coming from the steel mill direction, and you got a long train, it'll derail your, not derail, but it'll uncouple your engine just about every time. So there's a little glitch in the game at that point. I didn't bother to report it because it didn't bother me. I mean, if it was derailing, it'd be a little different story, but just uncoupling isn't that big a deal. 40. The reason I'm using this is because I'm more used to it. Especially in unfamiliar. It's been a while since I've been here, unfamiliar type stuff. There we go. On our way to the food food factory. Okay, this is a 40. The other one's 30. I think it's 30 on the other side though. Trouble Curve coming from that direction. It's uncoupled many times. If you're in a hurry, it's just a nuisance. Beautiful views coming up. 30, yep. Started on the right. Oh, we should be getting a glimpse of the food factory stacks here about any time. There's a building right there. A couple of buildings. Man, my pontoon. I don't have my pontoon. Planning on mowing tomorrow. I hope I don't need my pontoons then. I took my front wheel off my mower today because I got to put green slime in it It's had a slow leak forever, and it's getting faster. I just green slimed my rear tire a couple of weeks ago, and I ran a nail in it last year, and it held last year. I guess it was year before. Last year it started, or this year it started leaking again, so I slimed it. But I couldn't get the can to screw onto the valve stem while it was on the mower, on the front of those little wheels, so I had to take it off. It was just too tight from where it fit onto the mower and everything. Just couldn't get the can on it. So I'll fill it up, roll it around a little bit in my hands and make sure it's coated and put it back on and mow. Hopefully that'll fix my having to fill it up every week with air. When I first got the mower, it was a slow leak. I mean, fill it up maybe once every 2 months. Then it got to be once a month. It started being about once a week this year, so. And it wasn't completely flat, but low enough you needed air in it. Shut up. Call that speedboat river because you can go from one end to the other with a speedboat and not slow down. Be worth a try. Okay, Food Factory. Okay, motors. Ziggy, time. Okay, we're doing good. I used to be real familiar with this yard. I used to haul stuff up here all the time, and I just don't do it much anymore. Well, the loads don't pay, for one thing. Just cheap little loads, and the only time I haul up here anymore is just for fun. Now, getting through this thing, I think I got a pair left if I want to pass through, because our straight through yards are usually full. Okay, that's what we want to do. See, that yard there straight ahead is full. Always is full. Looks like I've got some trams sitting there. We might have to stop and look at the job situation. Looks like we got a clear track on this first one. We'll just go through it. There's the office. The office. Yep, we got trams sitting there. Harbor and Town, not worth it. City West, not worth it. Not worth it. Nothing worth it. Steel Mill, 18,000, that's the best one. 7,000, yeah. That we're not, nah, we ain't gonna mess with it. Help! Get me back to my train! There's a little D2. Nah, I'm gonna have to decouple this one and turn it around, so I really don't have time to mess with it right now. It might be one of those for fun nights. Got a little more modding I need to do my other engine. the yard. Now we're on our way. Hang a first left. It's not that far away. Actually need to be closer to a round table or turntable before I can do that. The harbor would probably be my best bet. Backside view. Not much ocean front property there. Lakeside view. This switch is 20 miles an hour coming from the other direction. I don't know what it is from this direction. That would be the first time I've taken this switch from this direction. I have no idea what it is. So we better slow down a little bit. It's not too far away. There's our sign right there. 0.5 kilometers, 0.6. Slow down a little bit more here. Actually, let's just let it coast. Yeah. Little throttle. Little more throttle. Little more throttle. Going uphill. It's right around the corner. Get me up this hill then. Like I said, it's the first time from this direction. There's the switch right there. Don't do that. There it is. It's a 30. $20 from the other side and 30 from this side. Now you know. But will you remember? That's the question. Won't be long now. We'll be there. I'm just going to hook it. I'm not going to haul it to the harbor tonight. I'm lucky I got this far. The way things started again. I got my lights set just about right. You can't tell they're on. They're just right for a tunnel. beautiful scenery down through here. The scenic route is what I used to call this before the oil refinery was even here. I'd take it just for fun, just to see it. Looks like a green waterfall coming down the side of that. Never noticed that before. That's neat. Talk about a sled trip in the winter, even not in the winter. Who needs snow on that thing? That's just weird. They had to have done that on purpose. Okay, here we go. Just gonna let the switches lead me where they may, because I think this is the default route through here anyways. Coming in. I got a flag on one of these tankers down here showing which load I need to pick up. Right. Right on through. That means you're right on through. Except for your last one that's left. Okay, we're gonna have to get to work again. It ought to be this one right here, I think. Oh, it's the other one. There's our flag over on it. There you are. Before we go get this, let's go to the office. We got another small load and one going to the food factory. another six cars of explosive luck. Nah, we're just gonna stay with what we intended to do. You're already there. Where that other load is, because these are both long ones. Oh, there's a short one just to the left there. That's it. I was looking at those over there, kind of curious. This is where I found the DE2, I believe it was, demonstrator. Yeah, I believe it was the last one I needed, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I like never found it. Ziggy, time.
The time is 6:43 p.m.
I wonder how our fuel is. Half a tank. Doing good. We'll make it. Kind of curious. I don't know what that did to the cat, but... Now you know how the cats feel. Get me up there. Now get me up here. I want to go look. I'm curious. I want to go look at them cars I seen over here. I'll show you where I found my DE2. I found my DE2 right back in here. It was sitting right here. Right here. That's where it was sitting. So we got some cars on the side track. Some odd shaped vehicles. It looks like pest control vehicles that used to come to our plant back in the day. Yeah, it was a monthly thing, so they weren't just called there. Pipe fitters had fun here. Oops, I missed. Missed again. Never satisfied. I gotta be on top. I'm not gonna get there, am I? You boy, he's got one spot. I don't think I can make it. There we go. Yay! Hey, there's a higher one. There we go. That's where I want to be. Not barbecued in the... Anyway, You all have a good evening, and thank you for watching. We started out a little eventful, but it ended up, the rest of it was just regular, and I like it. Again, thank you for watching. Digger is out.